Hello, Professor Deaton. On this week's discussion, you wanted us to reflect on both Little and Callahan's articles about abortion and just reflect on them until which one was more of a consider all things above, to make more all things considered sense and why. In summary, Little's article about abortion was more of a pro-choice article. Some points that they had was that the UDH would not exist without the mother, but you would. Aborting the UDH leaves it no worse off than it would have had if it had not encountered you. So basically what that's saying is that, say if I were to get pregnant, and I felt the need that I would have an abortion, well, my partner would come back and be, no, that's murder, you are murdering that child, and they have a right to life as well. Well, Little is basically summing up what I would basically say, that basically, while they do have a right to life, I do not have the right to keep there and keep it alive. I am not hooked up to a violinist, and even if I was, I wouldn't want to be. Callahan's article, however, was pro-life, saying that the UDH depends on the mother, and it's the mother's job to care for the UDH. She basically debunked a lot of things in our article, saying that the status determined by the mother, that it is not contingent on a nod from the powerful. I thought that was a very powerful quote, saying that membership in the species or collective human family is the basis for human solidarity, equality, and natural human rights. Therefore, UDHs enjoy high moral status independent of whether they are wanted. An article that I thought that was encasing like an all-in-all perspective was Callahan's article. I felt that Little's article basically covered the woman's sense of everything, but it did not cover the UDH's senses of everything. Callahan's article also touched bases with how the men would feel about the abortion. So I feel like Callahan's article more covered everything, while Little's article basically just focused on women and their rights and how they should go about it, and how if they wanted to get an abortion at all, it would be morally permissible, but sometimes it would just not be responsible. It would not be a good choice. It would be kind of frowned upon if they were to get it just so they could fit in a party dress, for an example. All right, that was my reflection on this week's discussion. I look forward to seeing you next week.